It was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment for me. But no one said anything for about 10 seconds. And I don't know if you've seen anybody come out before, but 10 seconds is a very long time to hear silence. So he looked at me. He was like, Chris. And so I looked back at him. I was like, I got you. I stood up real fast. And I ain't know what I was going to say. I ain't never come out before. I ain't never come out with association. I ain't did this before. But I was confident with my stand-up. And I was like, ugh. Ta-da! He's gay. I was in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. I love the A. Yeah, y'all get crazy. Y'all strippers don't stop twerking. That's crazy. I love Atlanta, man. I was in the airport for 5 hours because they got 2 inches of snow and shut the whole city down. That was amazing to me, man. People left their cars on the highway. They saw 2 inches of snow and said, F this, and got out the car. We're walking. Come on, kids. That is not how you deal with snow. And they don't have snow all the time, so they're not walking confidently in snow. So it's a whole highway full of cartoon characters. That is stupid. But I was in the airport acting a fool, man. I was smacking people. Y'all don't know what code is. Like, why you smack me? That's what Chicago wind feels like, bitch. Turn up. I like to say turn up after things I do wrong. It's great. I met this lady though, man. I was waiting there about 5 hours, you know. And I walked up to her and I was like, hey, Tanya, yeah, we've been waiting like 4 hours, man. You got any kind of updates? Anything you could possibly tell us at all when we'll get out of here? Yo, she doesn't answer me at all. She jumps right on the intercom. Thank you for choosing Delta Airlines. This is Tanya. Now, I know some of y'all got questions. I got questions too. But right now, we ain't boarding the plane because we can't find the captain. I don't know. I don't see him, so I don't know. So if you got any other questions, I'm gonna need you to be like Superman, lift in a Mustang and hold your horses. Thank you. I don't know why everybody's so mad about these 2 inches shutting the whole city down, because I shut down every time I see 2 inches. You hear me, bitch? And we are Facebook friends, because that was some gangster to say at your job. She was at work. Her manager, Todd, came out and was like, excuse me, Tanya. Yeah, Tanya, you can't say that on the intercom. And Tanya turned with no hesitation and was like, Todd, I've been working 16 hours every day for 7 days straight, and I ain't got no goddamn bonus. I say whatever the I want. And Todd was like, I'm gonna go on break, okay? We're on break. Gangsters and pimps, they were the coolest people to me, man. They had like cars and shit, right? With women, money, they had the coolest outfits. So I didn't say that, but what I did say was, huh, which is not better. I was like a weak ass James Brown, you know? Huh, you push me, huh. And that sound was very loud. The guy was confused and he thought I had said something, so he turned around and he said, what the hell you say, bitch? Now, we're outside on the south side of Chicago. There's a bunch of people all around. And when somebody says bitch like that in the hood, everyone stops to see who the bitch is, you know? And so people stopped that had no business. There was a guy digging in the trash. He's like, who the bitch? There was somebody in the store that popped his head out like, who the bitch? One dude was riding a bike, minding his business. Skirt, who the bitch? Hold on, let me get off the bike and park this motherfucker. I need to see who the bitch is. My cousins, they were not fazed at all. They just looked at me because all of those gangsters knew they weren't the bitch. And I was like, holy shit, I've never talked shit to somebody in front of people before in public. This is my first time dealing with this. So I was like, that is not my name. That is not the way to talk to a grown gangster with an alligator tattooed on his face. I said that shit as if I was gonna pull out my ID, like, look, my name is Christopher Jarrell Red, and ain't no bitch in there, so. I could tell it wasn't the right way to respond to this man by his face. He was confused. He was like, the fuck? The alligator on his face was confused with him. And he slapped my hand, right? Because I was pointing at him. And he smacked my hand. Now, what I wanted to do was like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do something cool, but what came out was, that ain't hurt, which it did. And you can visually tell it hurt because my face said, And he was like, yo, never mind all this shit, man. I'm about to fuck you up. And then I was like, oh, no. I said that in my head. I was like, no. But I realized I hadn't spoken yet. And my cousin was like, dog, you gotta prove yourself in front of all these gangsters. So I knew I had to say something, right? So I was like, that is not the outcome, which is terrible. That is not how you respond to people. I said that shit like I had some type of bar graph behind me. If you look here, this is you, this is me, this is the outcome, and they're very different. Class dismissed. I knew it wasn't enough because my cousin was looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He didn't say that, but his eyes said it. His eyes was like... So I knew I had to follow it up, so I was like, you know what? I'm not good at this. I'm gonna just say what he said because it sounded real good. And so I was like, no, I'ma fuck you. And before I could say up, he hit me directly in my throat. Like direct, it was a direct line to my throat. My Adam's apple checked out, nigga. I don't know if you've been hit directly in your throat, but a couple things happened. For one, your throat says, fuck it, and it just closes forever. Your spit is like, gets suicidal. It's like, goodbye, I don't need to be in the mouth. Dog, I got hit so hard in my throat that I had a limp, and that is not how science works. I was like, oh, nigga, I'm a pimp now. I'm halfway to my goal. It made no sense, and I farted a little bit. I did, I farted. Yo, I've never been hit so hard I fart. I mean, but my throat was closed, so the air had to go somewhere. I don't know. It was very embarrassing, man. But what was more embarrassing is this was outside, man. So people from across the street saw a very different fight than the fight that went down, you know what I mean? Like, yo, dog, what happened over there, bro? That was crazy over there. What happened? All right, so let me tell you. So the bigger dude was like, I'ma fuck you up, right? And for whatever reason, the little dude was like, I'ma fuck you. Like, why would you say that? So the bigger dude hit him in the throat, saved his asshole for another day, you know what I'm saying? And that was the story that went around the hood for like 6 months at least. And I was like, that's not how it went down. My cousin was very embarrassed. He had a reputation to maintain. And I got my ass whipped for the whole hood. He grabbed me and took me home under my arm. And there's no way to keep your masculinity when you're being grabbed under your arm by a grown man. I'm like, let me go. He's like, make me. I'm like, you know I can't, you know. Don't be... So he threw me in the house, you know what I mean? He was like, Chris, stay out these goddamn streets. This shit ain't for you, dog. All right, go. My friend was like, your fault. Yeah, you right. And I hung up the phone. Because I accept when I'm wrong. I saw him again, though. Saw him again, same street. It's different people there. This lady, her name was Rebecca. She was having a birthday. It's my birthday. Very drunk, wouldn't shut the fuck up. And her friend was helping her walk, like, yes, Rebecca, it's your birthday. Use your legs, bitch, down. It's a solid friendship. And as they're walking down the street, this magical crackhead jumped out the bushes. Now listen, I don't know how long this man been sitting in these bushes, but his timing was impeccable. Amazing. I give you a quick replay so you saw how I saw it. It's my birthday. Yes, Rebecca, it's your birthday. Use your legs, bitch. Damn. Crackhead on cue. Don't nobody give a damn about your birthday. Then he walked back in the bushes. What? Yo, I've never seen a grown man walk back in some bushes like he had other shit to attend to. Y'all keep it down out here. I'm in here rubbing my nipples and doing experiments. What? Yo, I had to know what he was about. I had to ask him some questions. I had to give him some money if he needed it, but I wasn't bringing my black ass in those bushes. That's how he got there, little crackhead Narnia. You can never leave unless it's a white lady's birthday. So I wasn't walking in those bushes. But I walked outside of the bushes. I said the one thing I could think of to get him to pop out so I could ask him some questions and help him out if he needed it, right? So I walked outside the bushes. I was like, yo, it's my birthday too. I thought that was his thing. He's like, not again. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He didn't pop out at all. All I heard from the bushes was, no, it ain't. Like, how the fuck you know that, bro? Whoa. Whoa. Yo, and I said under my breath, I was like, man, this nigga is magic. And then as soon as I said that, he was like, ta-da. My cousin came out for real, though. I have a cousin that came out for real. He wanted to do it down south in front of all of my family members. We're from Mississippi, so Thanksgiving, in front of 40 of my family members. And that's like a unique place to come out. And he hit me up because he wanted some support, you know. He texted me first. He was like, yo, Chris, yo, dog, I got something to tell the family, ellipses. And I was like, cool. Why'd you spell out ellipses? That is not how that works. ... That's how that works, fam. Then after that text, I was like, you gay? And then he sent me a text like, what? How'd you know? And then I sent him another text like, yo, I've been known. I thought you was trapped in the closet. And then I sent him a gif of R. Kelly just